What's going on, guys? Ashley Dove here. I want to send a quick video. I look crazy. I'm about to go to the gym. But I've been pacing around the house this morning, kind of going over my day and things that I want to get done with the day. And what I really want to start with today is convey my personal opinion as to why I think, people quit doTERRA. Or simply, I just got to fix this because it just looks crazy. That looks better. But I want to play on this a little bit. It's a little bit of a different approach because this morning, I don't know, I was just kind of going over a few things in my head, and I was like, what is it that makes me wake up every day and say, yeah, I still want to keep doing this. Yeah, I still want to keep doing this. Yeah, I still want to keep doing this. And instead of doing what I normally do, which is spiral into a barrage of negativity, and then I use like references of my past to confirm the negative thoughts and to make them that's my belief. Instead of doing that, instead of continuing to do that, I've made myself promise, I guess you can say, or I've made a resolution to myself and to people around me to not be a flake. And what does that mean? What does that look like? It kind of looks like this. It kind of looks like being uncomfortable, hitting the play button, and sharing a message with people that I hope and feel will actually change somebody's opinion or improve somebody's life. So if you actually find any value in this video, please send me a thumbs up or a smiley face or whatever it is that that people need to get followers or likes or whatever. I don't know. Don't care. Point of this video is this morning I get up and I'm looking around. I'm like, why am I still obsessed with this? Why am I still pushing this? Why am I still listening to people tell me time and time again, you've failed, move on, scrap this, move on. Why am I still continuing to do it? And I'll tell you why. It's because each day when I wake up, I'm stronger physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And I have tools, actual tools that help me to feel this way. So I'm going to unplug here. Let me go show you just some of the ones that I use. I started with with these. I've showed you these before. My multivitamins. This is a cellular vitality complex. You think I'd read more about them than when I use them, but I don't, because I'm kind of a lazy person, just being real. Essential oil, omega complex, which is omega-3s and omega-6, and a food nutrient complex, which is all your whole food, like all the nutrients that most people don't get from processed food. I'm kind of health conscious, so. Okay, I should clean my house, but this is more important right now. Okay. This is a small, actually I think this is everything, but this is what I use. These are some of the ones I use. Let me see if I can even ignore my laundry. Dyslexia is taken over here. Okay. There we go. Cool. So, I use at least 10 oils before 10 a.m. I mean, I really do. This light sucks from my cheekbones. What? Okay, so when I wake up in the morning, what I've been doing is, I might not even have it in here now, because that might be in the bathroom. No, I used it somewhere. Yeah. When I wake up in the morning, I like to use frankincense. Frankincense is the oil of truth, and it helps bring to light the bullshit that is, you know, the false mindset that I put out in my own brain. So when I wake up in the morning and I feel like, okay, well, you didn't do anything yesterday, so you're probably not going to do anything today. And I'm just like, this is like just not an actual conversation, but like this is the backest part of my head, the meanest girl in the back of my head that is just like, you failed. You are a failure. You have nothing but proof to back up that failure. And if you continue to try to hope for anything, you're just going to fail more. So that is not a very, very good mindset to have. And recognizing that mindset, I started to do what I've called this infinity loop. It's like a spiral. And I feel like I go up, and I feel good, and I've overcome something, and then it's like, okay, so now where to go? I don't know. So then I go back, and then I have to go back through the pain, and then I start over. And it's just, I don't know how to explain that, besides just draw that. That's kind of literally how it feels sometimes. And what I find interesting about that is I got a new book. I'm never prepared. I got a new book on emotions and essential oils, and when you're using essential oils, you're creating a healing process. So you're releasing, okay, that's good. You're releasing some of the bad but you're also going to re-invite it into your life. So if I had a picture, oh my god, that's prepared for anything. But basically you can't get over something without going through it, right? So if you struggle with self-worth, self-confidence, and you use oils like bergamot, which is the oil of confidence, it's a great tool to use, but then you will then regress. As it, like whenever I don't use it, then I realize, yeah, this is a problem I have, but then now I have a tool. So I have bergamot in my arsenal. Wait a minute, there it is, which is the oil of confidence. I'm going to show you this little diagram I was talking about, how emotions work with releasing and all that good stuff. Okay. So basically, emotions or essential oils don't do our emotional work for us. This is why I think, back to my point, this is why I think people quit using doTERRA or quit using essential oils, because you do start to unleash some things about yourself, some truths maybe, that come to light that are emotional. I mean, they're absolutely emotional, and they trigger you in maybe not in the best of ways, maybe good, maybe bad, but they do. And for me, I feel like I got to a point where I was like, I couldn't handle some of the stuff that was coming to light, and so as a part of my New Year's resolution to not flake out on myself anymore, I've decided that my life is worth living. My life is worth living in a way that I want. That has nothing to do with the previous jobs that I've had. It has nothing to do with the upbringing that I had. It's just nothing to do with anything but here I am now, and here's where I want to be. Where I want to be is happy, healthy, and living in abundance. And with doTERRA's essential oils, I have the ability to do that. And I also have a tool that I would be using regardless of the opportunity to help me become a better person. When I decided to use essential oils, the first month was amazing. I got lavender, lemon, peppermint, I got On Guard, I've got oregano, and I got a couple other ones I honestly don't remember. The second month, they had a promo where I got free oils. I got like 4 free oils just for using their program. And then a few months later, it was like I was using these oils and seeing a serious difference and feeling them and using them and loving them. And then I started to do what I do on this little infinity loop of like, yes, I'm going good, but where do I go from here? And my negative mentality thinking, well, when you're up, there's nowhere to go but down. So I would go back down, and I would loop back through all the stuff that I had already overcome, and then I would go back up. And I felt honestly like my life was just a never-ending cycle of what I called false hope, because as soon as I got all these feelings of feeling good, I would do nothing with them. And I would go straight back to regression and just feeling like shit. So anyway, so I started using essential oils, and I started looking at them not as a means to create income, but more of a means to create abundance in my life and hopefully in the lives of other people. What I've got here now, I've noticed that I was getting a little nervous and rambling and looking at my time and noticing that my car is outside started. I'm about to go to the gym. But I reached for ginger. Ginger, as I just got this one in, and ginger is the oil of empowerment. And along with ginger and I believe tangerine or wild orange, I think wild orange is the oil of abundance. But I've been using these in the mornings along with balance, which is my my grounding blend. Helps promote feelings of centeredness and calming balance. And I'm extremely, like, I can't live without balance. I put that on my chest every morning, and now I've started to incorporate ginger, which is the oil of empowerment, which I also realized when I feel empowered, there are going to be those moments where, okay, but now you feel the exact opposite of empowered. Hopelessness, helplessness. And it's not such a bad thing, I suppose, to feel those feelings, but it is a bad thing to not recognize them as what they are and do something to improve them. So, I don't know. I think, personally, the reason why most people quit doTERRA is because if it's anything like me and you're on that spiral where you have this sense of hope, and then you get to the point where you have to do the actual work, which is call up your friends and tell them what you're doing, then you just go right back to daydreaming. And it's just kind of like this cross between daydreaming and wanting something and actually working to get what it is that you want. So I look at it like I did whenever I started working out 10 years ago. I didn't want to work out. I didn't like working out. I hated it, every fucking second of it. My friends are like, oh, it's all in your head. All my friends are great at it. Everybody that I associated with did it, and I fucking hated it. But I did it anyway. And 10 years later, I'm 30 years old, and I feel amazing. I honestly didn't think that I would look this way. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying I feel like I look decent for my age, and most people would argue that I look freaking really great for my age. But it's neither here nor there. But yes, if you are interested in doTERRA's products, I want to create another video later today on why you should choose doTERRA. I think essential oils in any form, I think aromatherapy in any form, I think any kind of natural healing versus medicinal, in my opinion, is better. If you can use an alternative, do it. Jeremy got what he thought was arc flash in his eye, and he's been soaking his eyes in potatoes over the last few days. If that works, do it. This is in no way to supplement any kind of like actual issues that you're having. So if you actually have like an anxiety problem, I recommend you speaking to your doctor. I'm not a doctor, I'm a waitress, I'm a wellness advocate, and I am using references that have only helped in my own experience. So no way saying that if you have any kind of actual problems to ignore them and try to self whatever. But what I'm saying is these are amazing tools to help you, to assist you in your healing process. So when I'm feeling a lack of confidence, I can reach for bergamot or ginger or really anything in here. Citrus Bliss, which is a great invigorating oil. I like to use that in the mornings when I wake up and it's kind of dreary outside. And like I said, I use frankincense in the morning to start my day off with a sense of truth, with a sense of control. I've gotten really good with using a morning routine, and I've been able to incorporate my oils into my morning routine. So yeah, feels good. I'm gonna get off here and hopefully rewatch this video and make some sense of it.